Hi guys, I haven't done a Hot Toys video for a while, so that's basically because I haven't picked up any Hot Toys figures for quite some time. Got a couple on pre-order. Hopefully they'll turn up in the not too distant future. So what I thought I would do is give you a look at my current Hot Toys collection, and as you can see, I've got them displayed in two separate Detolf cabinets here. I've got this one is the original trilogy characters, and then on this side essentially they're Rogue One characters. So I did do unboxing videos for all these figures when I originally bought them, but I didn't have very good lighting back then, and I haven't gone back and watched those videos, but I can't imagine that they look too great. So I thought I would get all these guys out of the cabinets and just give you a closer look. It's not going to be in-depth, thorough reviews of the figures or anything like that. I'm not going to show all of the accessories or get all the boxes out. I'm just going to show you the figures as I have them displayed and give you a few brief thoughts about them. So I will start off with the Rogue One figures now. Alright, so we'll start off with Jyn Erso from Rogue One, and this is the deluxe version. So you get the extra the jacket poncho type thing that she's wearing. You get the extra headgear with the goggles. I can't remember all of the extras that you get, but they're the main ones. So now, of all of the I guess you'd say non-helmeted, non-masked figures, this is the one that I'm least happy with, and that's because in my opinion, the likeness to Felicity Jones is just, it's not there. I don't know who this is, but it's not Felicity Jones, and this is definitely a different head sculpt to what we saw from the original publicity shots that were originally released for this figure. I mean, it's been done well, but the likeness just isn't there for me. Under some lighting conditions, it looks close, but it's just not there in my opinion. But anyway, aside from that, like I said, everything else has been done really well. You can see the cap and goggles there. That's one piece. They look fantastic. You got the overcoat type thing. That looks really good. There's even a bit of paint weathering on that. The Hot Toys weapons, at least the Star Wars weapons, are brilliant. I can only speak of the Star Wars weapons because I only own Star Wars Hot Toys, and you look at that Rogue One E11, looks amazing. It's got that extra bit on the side there that the original trilogy E11s don't have, and again, I still don't know what that is. I don't know if it's some sort of scope, or what's a scope? So is that a laser target, or I don't know, but looks really, really nice. And of course you can remove this outer jacket and then display her in the look that she has when they're on Jedha. Comes with a pistol as well in the holster. So for the most part, very cool. So next up we have Chirrut Imwe, and I think this is a fantastic figure. Pretty good likeness to Donnie Yen. It's been done really well. You can I love the way they've done the eyes. I don't know the correct term for that eye condition, but obviously he's blind. I don't know if they're cataracts or what, but it's been done really well. Love the sculpting for the hair. It's really nice. The tailoring on this figure is fantastic. The material, the way they've done that, the different types of material, the way they've coordinated them, look amazing. Detail on the wrist gauntlet is really nice. Get it to focus. Down to the boots. The boots even have tread on the soles. How cool is that? You can see the detail in the sculpting in the boots there, giving it that really leathery look. They look really nice, and also the detail in his staff is amazing as well. The other accessories, I'm just trying to think what they were. He comes with that bow, the bow thing that he uses on Edu when he shoots down the TIE fighter. That's been done really well as well. But this is how I display him. So next we have K2SO, and this is I guess at first glance it looks like a fairly basic figure, but it's been done really well. It's really tall. It does have light up eye feature, which I'm not going to turn on. And it's really heavy. There's a lot of die cast in this. It's probably the heaviest Hot Toys figure that I own, but it's really nice. From the majority of the figure is covered in that matte paint, but there's a lot of scratches and damage and wear and that sort of thing that you can see there. The detail in the head sculpt is really nice. It's been painted very well. It's just a really cool design, and it's been recreated really well at this scale by Hot Toys. So what are the die cast bits? The die cast bits are the joints, the elbow joints. What else? The lower legs definitely are. I'm just doing this by touch. The die cast bits feel obviously colder than the plastic. So these knee joints, wrist joints. So I'm guessing they did I think I mentioned this in my initial unboxing video, I'm guessing they did the lower legs in die cast to lower the center of gravity and make him a bit more stable. All these joints are sort of ratcheted as well, so they stick in place, so you could probably get him in some really cool poses and they'd hold really nicely. Okay, next we have the Scarif Stormtrooper Squad Leader. Now, I don't know why, but at first, when I first saw the leaked designs of this character, or this form of Stormtrooper armor, I didn't like it for some reason. Again, I don't know why, but it's now one of my favorite, and this Hot Toys figure is one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorite Hot Toys figures, and I just love what they've done with this. Actually, trying to get it even closer so you can see. Hopefully, you can see the weathering and damage they've done to the armor on this figure. It's absolutely amazing. Not only have they recreated the armor really well, but they've just painted it. I don't know if I can say perfectly, but it looks amazing. There's not a lot of paint going on the weapon, but it has been done really well. It looks like it's been got the silver dry brushing on it. Looks really good actually. Just enough to give it that real life sort of used metal look. It's got the I guess this is nylon or something strap. The faux leather pouches and boots on this guy are absolutely brilliant. That looks really nice. The texture of the grain, whatever that material is, looks fantastic. And then the shin armor, it's been done the same as the upper torso armor. Really well, painted really nicely, weathered nicely. I think they got it just right, not too much, not too little. Really nice. And next up is the Death Trooper Specialist. So this is again the deluxe version, and he also has light up features which I'm not going to turn on, but you can turn the light features on, and these pieces down here light up. That lights up, and I think that's about it. But again, I think this is close to being my favorite Hot Toys figure in my collection. It looks amazing. Now, so like I said, this is the deluxe version, and this is one of the accessories that you get with the deluxe version, the Jin's Stormy doll that you see one of the Death Troopers pick up and have a look at in the film. And then you get the DLT-19 Super Duper, I can't remember the exact correct term for this. It's like the special edition of the weapon. Even that's articulated. It's really nice. So I really like what they've done with this figure. Texture in the shoulder pauldron. How cool is that? And I think they got the proportions. It's got like a rubber undersuit as well. That's really cool. I think they got the proportions spot on this. This is actually quite a tall figure. It's not quite as tall as K2SO and Darth Vader, but it's sort of in between your standard, in inverted commas, 6 feet type character figures and your taller Darth Vaders and K2SO, so it's sort of like halfway in between that. And my understanding is these guys are meant to be sort of super troopers, and this is a really massive, solid figure. So they got the proportions a lot better than Hasbro did with the 3.75 and 6-inch figures, which I think are way too scrawny for this character. But Hot Toys got it spot on here, I think. We've got paint apps on the soles of the shoes. Yeah, they really did a good job with this one. And here is Darth Vader. So this is officially the Rogue One version, and I guess it's essentially the same as A New Hope Vader. Really, really nice helmet sculpt. Now, when I originally got this, the chest armor sat over the inner robes, so I had to pop his head off and remove the chest armor and then bring the robes out and then put it all back together. So that was pretty easy to do. I think originally they filmed Vader in Rogue One the same way, with the chest armor over the inner robes, and then they had to CGI the inner robes over the chest armor. At least that's what I heard. So I don't know how they got that wrong, but I do have him displayed with his lightsaber hilt attached to the little hook on his belt, and it just fell off. I don't know why they painted this circle on the belt black as well. As far as I know, he's only ever appeared with a silver, completely silver belt buckle, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But I really, really love this figure. Very tall, as he should be. I love the material they use, the fabric they use for the cloak and the inner robes. Looks amazing. Lightsaber hilt fell off again. And this sort of pleather material they use for the bodysuit is really nice too. These shin guards are attached with Velcro. It's sort of coming off a bit. They have to adjust that. But it's a really, really nice figure. And then last up we have Grand Moff, or Governor Tarkin. So I guess you could, I mean, this is officially branded as an original or trilogy or a New Hope figure, but I've got him in the Rogue One cabinet. So yeah, this is definitely a fantastic figure, and as I said earlier, when it comes to non-helmeted, non-masked figures, it's essential to get the head sculpt right, and I think this is about as good as it gets. I don't know that they could have done a better job of capturing the likeness of Peter Cushing at that age and how he looked in A New Hope. This is brilliant. Bravo, Hot Toys. Especially with a figure like this, because the rest of the figure is just basically a uniform. I mean, it's been done really well, but with a figure like this, it's they're selling it on the likeness to the actor, and I absolutely think that they got this spot on. Okay, so that is my Hot Toys 1/6 scale Rogue One figure collection. A really nice bunch of figures. I hope they finish off the rest of the Rogue One team one day. It'd be really nice to pick up the full team in 1/6 scale. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of these guys. Love to hear your thoughts on these figures, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 2. May the Force be with you.